Now we move to the next contestant number 8, CA Beegam Shahjahan Shabnam ji. Beegam ji, over to you.
Yeah, hello. I hope I'm audible and I'm visible as well. So I'll be just sharing my screen. Just give me a moment. I hope the screen is visible.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. So let me just present this. So everything that needs to be automated should be automated. This is not told by me, but it's told by Elon Musk. For us who are finance professionals, according to my opinion, the biggest, gravest mistake that we are doing is not taking a bad decision, but the gravest mistake is taking a late decision. So the speed is not just about a luxury for chartered accountants, but it's always about the survival. So, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, everybody, and I am presenting here to you the Fund Assist AI. So, this is an AI powered automated advisory report generated for startups and MSMEs. So, the name which I have given is Fund Assist AI. So, we are facing various challenges for small business, maybe starting from how to prepare a projected financial statements, or if it is a startup, an MSME who is waiting for a investor amount, how to pitch to the investors, how to be credible when presenting the data to a bank for a loan, or how to present their financial direction, etc. It is always confusing for them, for which they take the help of chartered accountants or professionals like us. So always chartered accountants will also be spending time in creating projected financial statements, ratios, analyzing what to advise them. Okay, can I advise them like this? No, no, no. They are in Bangalore, which is in Karnataka. So this scheme would be applicable. No, 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 no. They are in Kerala. So maybe I can do this scheme. They are always kind of confused in this stage also. So there is a kind of a scheme eligibility confusion among the chartered accountants, and they find it not difficult but time consuming to report. See, nothing is difficult for chartered accountants. So I wouldn't say that it is difficult, but I would say that it is a bit time consuming for the CAs to find out the appropriate government support schemes. Also, if there is a government grant application that is to be made, and in general, any kind of advisory reports, including, hey, how is your current ratio performing? Hey, how is your debt equity ratio working? Hey, can you do a leverage of your debt? Like there's so many questions are there. For all that, if we get a one-click solution, it will be very, very easy. And that's why we are introducing to you the Fund Assist AI. You can see an image over there. A robot is looking into the result. Here, a robot is not looking into the result. We chartered accountants are looking into the result, but with the help of AI-assisted automation that we have both through. So, what are the automated capabilities that is available in the tool which I have built? First of all, they will be analyzing the past financial performance with accurate precision. They'll be looking onto the various financial ratios and will be checking the credit health also. Also, the projection can be for any number of years, starting from 1, 2, 3, 3 years, which are kind of the basic year, and up to 15 years. A projection is as of now enabled in my prototype tool. Also, we can have an analysis of intelligent funding options available along with the highlight what if scenario analysis. What if scenario analysis plus SWOT analysis. What is SWOT? Strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat analysis. So a clear client ready advisory reports is the main highlight of the Fund Assist AI. So how this advisory reports are giving a comprehensive approach. Let's see the pipeline. Starting from my tool, there will be a currency display unit. Then it will go to the FS upload and validation. Then it will go to the ratio analysis, and boom, we will be getting a Fund Assist credit score. So what is this Fund Assist credit score? This is a credit worthiness assessment that is done by me. So I have given different weightages. Say, for example, if it is a leverage ratio, I have given the weightage as 25%. If it's a profitability ratio, I have given the weightage as 30%. This all weightage I have put into the system through a Python code where the Fund Assist will give us a credit score. This is how the entire tool will be working. And finally, once the credit score comes, we will be having a credit advisory and a funding guidance, which is interlinked with the Open API, or which is interlinked with the generative API, which is Gemini. Also, we will have the highlight, which is the SWOT analysis, where we individually identify the strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. But the question is there, ma'am, Something, if it is there in an FMCG, the strength weakness is something different. But if the something is another industry, it might be something different. So we cannot always suggest a single strength, single weakness, single opportunity for all types of industries. So since it is a prototype, I have not introduced the concept of industry-wise strength analysis. However, on my second version, and I am planning to have a SWOT analysis on an industry basis as well. So what are those advanced features that set this tool apart? Let's see. Because the first thing is what if scenario modeling, which is kind of a financial modeling that can be done through the different projection configuration that we can do based on the sliders. By sliders, I mean that we can slide what percentage should we give for net profit, what percentage should we give for debt equity. Like that, we can slide and play with the ratios. And I will call this model as plug and play intelligence model. Also, it will help us in providing a projected P&L and cash flow with the visual trend analysis, which is a financial trend visualization, which will be providing a great financial direction and will be providing a premium advisory experience to the client as well. Moreover, this tool helps us in generating PDF as well as a Excel file. So this PDF, is it editable? Of course, it is editable. The PDF file can be edited by the professional in such a way that already the automated generated stuff is there. Plus, the professional can add their own remarks and comments to the SWOT as well as the automatically generated draft advisory report. And the most important feature is this is one click, one application, one plug and play intelligence. So, what is the measurable impact of this advisory? Of course, it helps us to save time. Around 90% of time reduction it will provide. It provides 100% consistency. And the most important thing, it can give us a projection from starting from the 3-year till the 15-year projection we can be getting. So we can do objective credit assessment. We can enhance the decision making of the users of the financial statement or the investors, as well as this is the best professional way of communication, and it will help us to provide as already mentioned, it provides a premium CA client relationship as well. So this is the main thing. And without further ado, let me just present my screen in showing you the tool. I hope this is visible. So I am just running my Python script here. So let me just run my script. Hope that is visible. So this is completely a Python scripted thing where it is run on the Streamlit app. And here comes my tool, which I have named as the Fund Assist AI. At first, we have a reminder like what Excel sheet to be uploaded. It consists of the P&L page or a sheet, balance sheet, and a cash flow sheet. And the first column will always be particulars. So the data can be from 1 year to 3+ years. And here is an FAQ also provided for the help, like can I
Ma'am,
upload
last
less
minute is left.
yeah, can I upload 3 years of data? How is my fund score coming in, etc.? You can give. So just click on the drag and drop. I have 3 FSs: normal FS, declining FS, and a stable FS. So for your reference, I am just uploading the normal FS. First, you will be having a currency display unit, and then you can select the currency display. If it is lakhs, you can display in lakhs. If it is crores, you can display in crores. Whatever is suitable, you can give the display, and you can see the P&L, the balance sheet, and the cash flow statement. After that, you can see within a single click, here comes the financial ratio analysis. And for a prototype, I have shown the net profit margin, EBITDA, current ratio, debt equity, receivable days, and asset turnover ratio. Boom! This is a well-performing entity for the past 3 years, and thereby the score is 100 on 100. But if I'm showing you another one which is a less stable or a declining FS, of course the fund score is always less. And here comes the magic, the credit advisory and the funding recommendation. The system in itself has generated certain financial analysis, healthy liquidity, strong profitability, conservative leverage, and it have also given some recommended funding schemes as well. Also, you can see the SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat, which is
Last 1 minute is left, ma'am.
yeah, so the system is driven in such a way that strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat is collected based on the ratios identified above. Next one is what if scenario analysis. Even what would have been my impact in the previous year if my revenue would have been so and so? What would have been my EBITDA margin if my revenue would have been so and so? Like this, you can play with this model. And here comes the projection configuration. If I want net profit growth rate, and if my projection is around 4 years, and if my growth rate is so huge, what will happen? See, whenever I am playing here, the data will be changed in the bottom table, and again the projected fund score will change. Of course, this is a very good entities FS. That's why the projected fund score is 100 and 100. Here comes the projected P&L for the number of years I chose above. For example, if I am
Ma'am,
choosing
time is
something like
over.
yeah, just 30 seconds, and then we can see the projected P&L data here for the name chosen above. We can see the projected cash flow, and here comes the visual trends analysis. Current scenario you can see in the form of different charts that is easily available, including all the key financial ratio. And if you want the projected scenario chart, you can also find the projected scenario chart as well. Then last, you have the editable report. You see there are all scheme and related advices are given. If you want to add an analysis point, click here, add the point. You can give whatever analysis you like. If you want to edit a point here, go ahead and edit the point. If you want to add a new funding scheme, just refer and add the funding scheme. And I am planning to build and incorporate a live data capturing from the government website as well. And finally, you have the AI powered advisory. Click on the generate AI financial advisory. Boom. They will give a email related context kind of an information for an easy advice. And finally, you have the download PDF report. Boom. And you will finally have the download edit report, which will be given. And if you go back in the downloads, you can see the data that is easily available. So this is what my tool is all about, and I'm ready for any kind of questions that are available. Because of the limitation of time, I couldn't show the generated reports, but yeah.
The presentation was boom.
Thank you, sir, for that.
Yeah. May I know which API is being used?
Sir, the generative for the generative content creation, I have used ChatGPT, Gemini, as well as Claude, and Gemini API key is used for the AI integration.
Okay. No, with regard to the last part you mentioned about AI analysis. So there, which API it is taking?
Gemini, sir.
Okay.
The key is the
Got
Gemini. Gemini is integrated, and it is also a stimulated model only, just for a prototype.
Okay. Okay. And the UI is
Simulated
made
LLM
in?
model.
Okay. And the library for UI?
So the library for the UI includes Streamlit, Pandas, NumPy, and also it contains the report lab for PDF generation, XLX writer for the Excel generation, etc. That is basically used. These are the things.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
So the problem statement here you are addressing is exactly?
So the problem statement addressing is that professionals often consume time in generating advisory reports for SMEs and startups, in providing them the appropriate guidance in the scheme to choose, the fund to choose, and in terms of an overall financial direction, in providing them an overview of the overall financial direction. So that is problem statements. Or if the time permits, I can just also show you the kind of the report that is generated as a PDF also. Maybe I can just show you that also if the time permits. Just give me a second to share that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Sumit
Yes,
sir
sir.
or Rishir can continue. That's all from my side.
Yeah, sir. So I hope my screen is visible, sir. So
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is the this is a PDF that is getting generated. We also can generate a normal Excel where you have different tabs for the projected figure, everything. That means that is readily available. You just put a FS there and click on the button. You will get a Excel. That's it. Here the financial advisory report is available with the projected number of years. You can get the SWOT. You can get the credit advisory, the projected P&L, the projected cash flow, balance sheet, and then totally like this. Also, in my very first in my previous round, I actually incorporated email sending also. But when last this is a Mac OS I am using, so that's why when I'm trying to send an email, some kind of error is trying to pop out. So that's why I deleted it in the last last time. Or else we can also keep an email generating option so that we can generate an email. Like if an article is doing the work, he can just generate this generated reporter to his principal so that he can review the work. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sumit sir, if you want to carry on.
So yes, one question, two questions. So first question is, you uploaded a Excel template. So is there any defined template or I can use any Excel?
No, sir. Yeah, that's a very nice question, of course. So the template is in such a way that always the first row, the first line would be containing the particulars and the year-wise data. So the model is trained in such a way that it will be using the keywords to identify the assets, liabilities, all that data as such. And I have also given flexible mapping so that different data are there for different entities. The model should not get confused. So I have trained the model in such a way that it can also do the flexible mapping also. But basically, there is a written given template of this to put in. But if we are using any kind of template with any kind of name for like assets, instead of assets, we are doing just asset also, it will pick up no problem. That naming
Great.
is kind of flexible.
Even I forgot to tell you that it was an amazing presentation, and the use of body language, especially the hands you are doing, is amazing. So it's actually very engaging.
Yeah, okay, sir. Yeah.
So one question I was willing to understand. So consider that these were giving predictions on these schemes.
Yeah.
Just allow me complete. So this your report was giving prediction of these schemes. So I have two ancillary questions. That one, how is it getting the database of these schemes which are available, and how is it making a prediction? So which is it, by a Python library? In case it is by a Python library, which library, or is it, if it is by an API, then please explain the mechanism of doing that.
Yeah, sir, for now, for this prototype, I have used in just a Python library, and which Python library in the sense like I have played with the Open API to get the help of Open API to bring in the schemes to incorporate it in the Python library. But however, since we have already implemented the Gemini API with this to give a generative advisory report, I feel that in a future we can also implement the direct capture of the data from the website. Say, for example, if there is a particular government website which shows the schemes for MSMEs, we can link this tool in the second version to that website where the schemes can also be coded in using the appropriate API, and we can just bring into the software. But since it is a prototype, I have not considered that to do. But of course, since I didn't have the time, I couldn't present all my presentation. So the future thing of my presentation would be basically three things. The first
So I
one is,
just sorry to interrupt. So just I may be wrong in asking. So allow me, or correct me where in case I'm wrong. So
yeah, sir.
consider that the API pulls the resource or the knowledge. So
Mhm.
which library of Python is, because majority of the Python libraries are good with crunching numbers or functioning. So
Yeah.
any text library you are using, that was my question. Any library of Python which is good with this handling of text was my question.
Sir, generally, which all the stuffs which I have used are basically which I have already mentioned to you, which includes Panta, Streamlight, NumPy, Matplotlib, etc., Prophet, Report Lab, etc. These were the ones that I used,
Okay,
and
I'm done with. Thank you so much.
yeah, sir.
Back
This,
to Rishi. Thank you, Rishi.
yeah, sir.
Thank you, sir. And just one observation that this has been a unique presentation from what we have seen so far. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Just one question on that. I think one of those questions Sumit sir has already asked. What kind of
Mhm.
data can we upload? You just mentioned it's only the CSV file or Excel file which is there.
Yeah.
The other question is in the sections you had a projected cash flows or projected balance sheet section, right?
Yeah.
So what kind of algorithm are you using to calculate that projected rate?
Yes, sir. So that's what we use the profit exactly. So this profit is something that will help us in generating the AI. That is a crucial library for the AI component. That is basically for the time series forecasting, which we can use to project the future revenue on the financial line term. But the project, this profit is kind of little bit complicated, where we can go for like so much sensitivity analysis stage also. But I could have made that profit, like what I'm trying to say is that I could have used the more advanced level of profit in it, but at one stage I thought that it would be too complicated to use that in this stage, and then I just used the basic profit AI library, AI component for this time series forecasting.
Is it an AI component, AI library, or is it the part of the Python itself?
Sir, it's something that is separate, which can be incorporated in the Python. That
Okay.
is called the profit.
Okay, no, my question is coming because of the point that if it's an AI related element, then there's always a risk of hallucination or
Yes, sir.
incorrect
Yes, sir.
results. So how is
Yeah.
it working with the source data in that sense?
Yeah, sir. So, to prevent the hallucination, of course, while coding time, we have given too much importance in preventing the AI from getting hallucinated. And the second one is that I have used some of the data validation, like we ourselves can implement in this tool. Like for example, like if there is some kind of a heavy hallucination and a bigger amount showing so and so, which is totally unacceptable, we can just make a curbing to that by just stopping. We can just include a point there like validation, check-in, or
Right.
something like that, we can just add in. So I have also considered that as well, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you
and
very
also,
much.
yeah.
That's all from
So,
my
and
side.
also in the last stage of the this thing, I am actually planning to the next stage for industry related report, clubbing of the industry related data as well, and also converting unstructured data also to this format. Like as of now, we have only using structured formatted data, right? So in the future, we are also being trying to using any kind of unstructured data and linking of the schemes with the website or an open UPI key. Yeah, so that's the overall idea which I am having.
Right. So yes, it was an excellent presentation and definitely a
Yeah.
unique one. I think Sumit sir has something to
So
add.
Rishi, sorry, I'm so sorry for this. It's just a quick question. I was just thinking when Rishi was asking you this question. So, how
Yes.
is this product different from a GPT? Had I uploaded this on GPT, considering
Mm-hmm.
that you are using an API,
Mm-hmm.
and so the data privacy issues, anyways, same in case I
Yeah.
use it in GPT and or within Python code with an API access. So,
Mm-hmm.
how is it different while but why are we trying to reinvent the wheel, or how is it different? I just wanted to understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a really nice question. Like people might get confused that you can do the same thing in Excel, you can do the same thing in Power BI, etc. But I totally feel that this is an incorporation of a forecasting model plus the rule-based intelligence plus the automated interpretation plus the what if scenario plus the plug and play intelligence plus the automated reasoning, and it is something that is like overplacing, or it is over and above the like the Power BI and the Excel, which I think everything in a single go, in a single click
No,
cannot be
my
done
question was not with
in
respect to
ChatGPT
Power
platform.
BI or Excel.
Yeah,
My
sir, I'm
question
telling
was,
you. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I'm trying to tell you is that this one thing cannot be entirely done, including the visual representation and the generation of the PDF report and the Excel report. And I also had an email generating report also out there, which I had to remove at the last moment. So I think this entire package is something that is unique, which is making it different from the ChatGPT perspective, which you have asked.
thank you so much.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. Rishi sir, I think we can move to the next speaker.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you, Beegam ji. The next contestant